Okay. All right. Hello, StitchNorth.
Hi.
Hello, crafty friends. My name is Caroline. You may have met me before.
Weirdo.
I know. Off the Grid Needle Arts, Evertotes. I am the host. I am your host for the StitchNorth Cross Stitch Retreats. And this is my very good friend, Carrie of Roxy Flosco.
I am.
You are. So I have brought Carrie here today because we are releasing the StitchNorth Evertote kit this today. As of 4 p.m. today, it should be live on the website. I'm not sure this video is going to be up about the same time, but this video is kind of an explanation about the kit because it sort of requires one. So that's why I've actually brought Carrie here, because what I'd like to do is I would like to explain the kit to Carrie as though... I know.
Should I say it out loud? Because Carrie is on the bottom low of intelligence, so...
Yeah. That's not what I mean at all.
If Carrie doesn't understand...
No one's gonna understand. No, that's not what I meant.
Okay.
I mean,
Digress.
I need you to pretend like you're a customer so that this is more for Caroline speak, because sometimes I have a way of using 10 words when one would do, and I want to make sure that my explanation is clear about the
that
kit,
makes sense.
okay?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of moving parts to this kit, and I can't actually, believe it or not, I can't actually show you a finished project. However, are you ready?
I think so.
Okay, so let's get into it.
I'm a little nervous now.
It's gonna be so good. I have arranged to collaborate for this year's StitchNorth with Lianne van Leyen of 1897 Schoolhouse Samplers. And if you're not following her on Instagram, I highly recommend. She has some amazing new charts coming out at the Nashville market. And so I contacted Leanne a number of weeks back about working together for this collaboration because I had an idea in mind, and my goal for the retreat collaborations is to work with Leanne is an Ontario designer, but to work with Canadian designers for this retreat, for our collaborations. So I was using one of my favorite project bags that I made many years ago. It's a simple 9-patch bag, and this was one of the first bags that I ever made before I even started Evertote, and I still use this bag all the time. It's a great small size. It's not a size that I've ever put on the website. I'm a scroll rod stitcher and also Q-snap. I will use Q-snaps as well. So when I take my projects back and forth, I will put my floss packs in here, just on my rings. They're in my bag, and then the scroll rods, I will just take those as well. These bags will also fit an 8-inch square Q-snap. So I started thinking I would love to offer a patchwork bag for this retreat. So then I started playing around a little bit in my stash pile, and I came up with a few iterations of the bag. This was the last sample before we landed on the final design.
I'm getting fidgety. I'm sorry.
You're getting fidgety?
Yeah.
Am I boring you?
No, I gotta get up and I just keep feeling like I'm rolling away from you. Okay.
The floor has a little bit of a slant to it, so if Carrie disappears off camera, you'll know why. So I decided I wanted it to be quilted, and I wanted the bottom corners to be boxed so that it would sit nicely. If there was a Q-snap in there, it would fit the exact specification, because these little sizes, the little corners they were just more attractive in a wedge. Anyways, I know that,
and they're beautiful
it's
linen.
fussy. Yes, and so I also decided if I was going to do patchwork squares, I wanted something about the bag to be consistent, because all of the patchwork was going to be different. So every bag, we do have some duplicates, but many of our bags are completely unique. So as you can see, it does fit the 8-inch square Q-snap. No grind guard on it. I think if you had a lot of fabric on your 8-inch Q-snap, it would be a little snug, but no extra, not too much extra fabric, no grind guard, and it fits perfectly. So that is the bag. That's the bag for this retreat. And as you can see, we have started production. We've started production, and this is one of the reasons why we're starting to sell these now, so that we know how many that we should be preparing to make. We have all different kinds of patterns. And I've been using fabrics in my stash. We've got lots of different varieties. So if you decide that you would like to purchase a bag with the kit, all I ask is that you leave us a note in your order if there's anything that you really don't like. If there's a particular color, I really don't like yellow, or I love blue, something like that, that will give us a little bit of a clue as to which bag to choose for you. And then we're going to plan on having an additional stash of bags at the retreat if you would like to come and exchange it for something else, if you really don't like what you get. So that's the bag component of the collaboration. So I came to Leanne with this idea of the 9 patch, and Leanne went to town, let me tell you. So I have some photos here that I'm actually going to talk and show Carrie on my laptop. And what I'll do is, while I'm talking about them, I'll pop them up on the screen so that you can see them as well. So Leanne contacted me. She returned she was very kind and returned my email. And she said, I love the idea, how do you envision, doing a 9 patch design, a 5 patch, or a 4 patch, or do you want all 9 patches as cross stitch designs? What do you want to do? So here's what we've come up with. We would like to have this initial kit be the introduction to a larger scaled project, okay? So eventually, our hope and goal would be to present a finished project 8 to 10 months from now that involves 5 separate projects, 5 individual patches, 4 outer patches, the corners, and 1 larger inner patch. All of these designs are going to be based upon one particular antique sampler that Leanne has in her collection. So now I'm going to show that to Carrie, which is this. I know, isn't that good?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, right? So as you can see, this is just the most beautiful sampler that has so many amazing different smaller designs within it. So our plan, and with Leanne's hard work and reproducing skills, she is going to start with the upper top left corner chart, which is this one here. So you can see the birds in the vine with the berries. Leanne is going to reproduce this particular small design as our StitchNorth Kit collaboration chart, with the thought that eventually this will earmark the cornerstone of a future larger project. So once we've gotten through StitchNorth, once everyone who has come to StitchNorth has had the opportunity to, if you would like to participate in this, you will be receiving your supplies right there at the retreat. So we're going to have everything ready to go for you. And then what we're going to do is, a few weeks after the retreat, we're going to release this to everybody else, so that anybody else who would like to participate in the larger scope of a project will also have the opportunity. So then maybe 6 weeks to 2 months after we release the first chart here, then Leanne will have the secondary chart ready for us, and then we'll go from there. And then at the very end, the final design, I'm just going to take you back to the original sampler here. She's going to take, so the way that we've discussed it, she's going to take that left corner, and the other 3 corners are going to be designs that she's going to manipulate to be the same stitch count, which is, it's approximately 70 by 88 is the stitch count for the corner. And then the 5th and final project will be the central motif, and she's going to choose one of the larger designs from this sampler, and that's going to make up the center of our 9 patch. So, you know, there's so many, it's such an open-ended project here to consider, because, you know, if you think maybe you want to use different fabrics for all 5 of the charts, you could use different fabrics. All of the thread colors are going to be, as you can see, these designs will use different colors. So each new design will offer different colors. If you would like to turn it into a 9 patch with fabric from your stash, You know, I'm talking about quilting cottons. If you want to turn this into a bag or a pillow or, you know, anything. These can all also be individual patterns that are standalone on their own and are framed and unique in themselves. That's why it's just such a fantastic open-ended project where the choices are limitless with what you can do with this. And I'm so excited about it.
I'm really excited about it. Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
And then next Stitch North in 2024, everybody can bring it back.
Yes, everybody can bring their finished projects back
in
2024 and share with everybody else. I think it's just, I'm beyond excited. I cannot wait. I had the best conversation with Leanne yesterday, and just like, we are both so hepped up about this. We are completely hepped up about this. I've been very excited to share it with you. So clearly, Carrie is going to be dyeing all of the floss for these kits. So basically, once the kit is live up on the website, all of the options are going to be available for you to see. You'll be receiving an email with links to, actually, if you're watching this video, you've probably read the email already, because this video is not going to be public. It's just for StitchNorth attendees.
I can't stop looking at this.
I know. It's good, isn't it? Yeah, it really is beautiful.
Completely 100% my speed.
Yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Just gorgeous. What else? There's a few things I need to remember to tell you. We're going to have options for purchase. You do not have to purchase the full kit. We're going to have everything split up into possibilities. So if you would just like a bag, we'll have bags available by themselves. We'll have just the chart if you just want Leanne's chart. Now, clearly we can't show you a picture of the chart because we don't have it yet, but I've shown you the design that the reproduction is going to be based upon. It's going to, that's the color scheme, that's the pattern that's going to be reproduced. So you can just buy the chart. You can buy just the chart and floss, just the chart floss linen. We are going to have all the options. There are no specialty stitches in this that I can see. I'm sure Leanne will correct me, but I'm pretty sure everything is just cross stitch. So we will have Aida, linen, and even weave. And the kit will include 1/8 of a yard of linen or even weave, and Aida stitchers will be getting 1/6 of a yard. This is so that we can keep all of the pricing consistent for everybody. So it's just like what we did with the holiday countdown last year. Everybody gets the same size of fabric no matter your count. If you're a 40 count stitcher, you're probably going to have enough fabric left over to do 2. If you're a 28 count stitcher, you'll probably fit 1, and I don't know, you'll have enough room left over to do maybe a small or something like that. If you're placing an order on the website, also that's the other thing. Because I know people are going to ask, what about a needle minder? There is no needle minder included in the StitchNorth kit this year because everybody's going to get one in their swag bag. You're all getting one in your swag bag. So the needle minder from last year, the StitchNorth exclusive needle minder from last year, we still have some available, and they are actually going to be for sale on the website this afternoon. They're going to be listed there. So if you weren't at last year's retreat, but you would really like one of last year's needle minders, you are able to purchase one of those. We still have some stock left over from last year. But this year's needle minder, if you're attending the event, no need to purchase it. It's coming in your swag bag. Last year, yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. And I can't remember if we dated them this year.
We did not.
We did.
Or
Okay.
Did
we? You know what? We went back and forth so many times. I don't think we did. So they're going to be like a collector's item.
Yeah.
But they're not going to be dated.
Every year's needle minder is going to be unique. They're all going to be different. Now, you should know that these are designed by Carrie.
Well, that's a little generous. Yeah, and Angie, a friend of mine, she and her husband are phenomenal artists, and this is what she does. Her business is called Stuff on Things.
Stuff on Things.
Stuff on Things.
So they designed the needle minders, the enamel needle minders that you see come from Evertote. Those are designed by Carrie and her friend, Angie.
Yeah.
And then they are purchased by me, and Evertote is gifting them to you in the swag bag. So last year we gave everybody a small project bag. We do not have the resources this year to produce 450 project bags for everyone. So I hope that you weren't counting on getting a small project bag in your swag bag this year. I apologize, it's not going to happen. But I hope the fact that you're getting one of our exclusive enamel needle minders will make up for that.
Pretty good.
They're beautiful. You're going to really like
trade-off.
them. Yeah, they're amazing. So yeah, everything will be on the website. If you are placing an order for StitchNorth and you do not live in Ontario or you don't live in Canada, there's some important information that you need to know. Because you are going to be picking up your purchase in Ontario, we are required by law to charge you our provincial sales tax. So that is 13%. It's called HST, Harmonized Sales Tax, and I am required by law to charge it to you. So it's just one of those things. I apologize. It's just a necessary evil. So when you place your order, what I'm going to ask you to do is to choose, when you've got a shipping option, you're going to choose local pickup. And what that's going to do is that's going to trigger our system to notify us, first of all, that you're going to be picking it up, and it's not being shipped somewhere to the States or somewhere else in the world, and it's going to automatically charge you the correct amount of tax. Mm-hmm. And then we'll have it ready for you at StitchNorth.
Now those traveling from stateside, they can pick up a form at the border or download it off of, I don't know if it's a US website or if it's the Canadian Border Services, so you can get rebated for...
Yes, I do believe that you can apply to get that money back. But I'm not a tax specialist, mm-hmm. so I don't want to lead you down the garden path. You'd have to do your own research on that. But if you are coming from out of country, I do believe that there is some way that you can apply for that.
Yeah. Usually it's not worth.
Yeah,
it's not worth your time in the paperwork.
Yeah,
or the
but the option is there. The option is there.
Yeah.
Frankly, I think it kind of works out if you're instead of paying shipping. Instead of paying a shipping fee, you're paying tax instead. Mm-hmm. Sort of, not always, but kind of. Oh, please leave us a note. If you are picking up at StitchNorth and you're choosing local pickup, it's really helpful for us in our system if there's a note on your order that says specifically, I am picking this up at StitchNorth, because we do have other customers who come and pick up here at the shop, and so that's going to help us stay nice and organized.
So choose local pickup.
Choose local
and
pickup
in the note section,
and leave us a note in the note
StitchNorth
section.
Pickup.
And that's the note section where you're also going to leave us your hopes and dreams for your project bag, should you wish to choose one. I think that's it. Do you think I explained everything okay?
Makes perfect sense
Does
to
it?
me. Yeah.
Okay.
Well
Aren't
done.
you excited?
I am really excited.
I can't. Yeah. I can't wait.
We're gonna do that on Panettone, right? It's perfect.
Yeah. Leanne is stitching the model on our Panettone. I use the Royal Hour. She's the one. It's all her. Carrie's Panettone linen. Yay. So yeah, it's going to be beautiful. So thank you for watching this. Thanks for joining us. I cannot wait for StitchNorth.
It's so close.
8 weeks away.
Yeah,
it's like 8 weeks away.
Yeah.
We have a lot of sewing to do. So let us know now if you'd like a bag. That's really helpful for us. Also, one other last thing of note, we are actually going to be cutting off pre-orders for pickup at StitchNorth as of April the 3rd. So you have from now, which is March 1st, until April 3rd to place any and all orders from anything in the shop that you would like. We are happy to pack orders here for you and have you pick them up at StitchNorth. Whatever you want, we are prepared to take it to you. We learned some valuable lessons at last year's StitchNorth about pre-packaging customers' orders And so that's why we have a deadline of April 3rd, so that we can have everything ready and packaged for you with your name on it. So we can hopefully hand it to you at registration when we meet. I spent 6 hours going around the ballroom last year trying to find people, and that was totally on me. I did not foresee the logistics of, I thought it was going to be a lot easier than it was, and it really wasn't. So pre-packing orders, having everybody's name and on them and ready to go at registration. So when you arrive at Stitch North and you register on the Friday morning, if you could let us know that you have an order to pick up, we're going to have a separate little small table set up with one of our staff ready to hand you your package of goodies.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah. The only thing that won't be in there is Leanne's chart. You'll have a voucher for Leanne's chart that's part of this kit, because this is, I'll tell you now about this. She is having the time of her life getting ready for Nashville, and time for her is very, very tight. And so she's actually not going to be able to finish this design until, like the stitching and whatnot, until after she comes back from Nashville. And then she's got to have it printed and packed and all of that good stuff. So she is actually going to be bringing my box of charts at the weekend, the April weekend of Stitch North when she's there. So you'll have a voucher in your kit that's going to allow you to go over to her table and pick up your chart. May weekend registrants, you'll be coming to see me. You'll be coming to see me at the Evertote table, and I will have your chart for you there. I do think that's it now.
Okay. Yeah. Well done.
Thanks.
Well done, you.
Thank you. All right. Well, we will be back tomorrow.
Yep.
With a floss tube. So, okay. Until then, take care, everybody.
Bye.
Happy stitching.